Thing we've talked about on the show, women outpacing men in the workforce. Watch this.
Probably the last decade, a lot of young men in particular have been told that the things that they are maybe uniquely but not exclusively suited to do, things that they can do, that require a little bit more grit in the workforce, they've been told that those jobs are beneath them. Right? They've been told, hey, go to a four-year university, spend a bunch of money on student loans, and then figure out what you want to do.
I don't care if it's a male, female. I do think there's a hard work problem in the United States, especially with younger people, that they don't want to work hard and they don't want to scratch and claw for everything they earn.
Mary Julia Koch wrote this about her in her latest op-ed, and she joins me now. Mary Julia, what's causing the labor gap? Does it come down to a work ethic?
So there's partly an economic part of the equation here, where the male-dominated industries of manufacturing and construction have been declining for decades, whereas the healthcare industry, which is 78% female, is thriving right now. But there is also a cultural problem, a pessimism crisis. There are millions of young men who aren't even looking for a job right now. They've completely opted out of the workforce. Instead, they're spending more time video gaming, more time on screens and social media.
Why do they feel like that? Why are they pessimistic?
Well, I think in part they've seen that corporate America has made big efforts to hire women into traditionally male roles, and they feel locked out. They've also grown up witnessing the effects of the Great Recession and feel pessimistic about their own prospects in employment.
Men have always been put on the back burner. Well, for a generation, women could do no wrong and men were on the back burner.
Yeah, it's a total inversion of
totally
what we saw, in the 90s when it was like 7 million more men holding jobs than women. Now it's completely flipped around, and women are outpacing men in employment.
And in colleges, too. Far more women in college than there are men. Far more.
Absolutely. No, I think it's a self-reinforcing cycle, and it's worrisome for young men.
Yeah, it sure is. And here's another one for you. Okay. More youngsters are moving back in with their parents. Last year, 25 million adults under 35 lived at home. They're not all saving the money. They're saving money, but they're not trying to move out with it. No, they're going traveling and they're going shopping. What's wrong with these young people?
Yes, I think living at home with your parents does not have the same cultural stigma for Gen Z as it did for prior generations. There's actually a trend on TikTok now where you can be a stay-at-home son or a stay-at-home daughter, and people are embracing that label. I think a lot of this accelerated after the pandemic when young people felt priced out of the housing market. They moved back home, and many of them never moved back out.
Do you approve?
The fear, though, is that I think
as a writer, for what you're doing, do you take a position? I don't approve of this. I do approve of this.
I think it's only going to make matters worse for young people, because if you're delaying settling down and getting married, you're actually delaying the prospect of financial independence as well, because we know that when you're pooling your resources with your spouse, you get tax benefits. That actually allows you to achieve the independence that your parents' generation did. But I'm afraid it's a downward spiral from here.
Okay, I think we're in agreement on this. All right, moving on. I got one more for you, Mary Julia. Many college students are worried that AI hurts their chance of getting a job when they graduate. And some students are going for what they might call AI-proof majors. Nursing, for example. Some are skipping degrees entirely to build companies as opposed to working in one. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think the ROI on a college degree has never been more unclear. While the prospect of building your own company using AI tools like Claude has never been more accessible. And so for young people, you don't need a full team to build your own company. You can use AI. You can do it from your living room. I've also spoken to many young people who are completely opting out of the traditional four-year degree and instead choosing to enter the trades or go to a vocational school. And we know that demand for those kinds of jobs is soaring in America. So
this is what you do. You write about the culture of Gen Z. Not so much the economics of it, but the culture of it.
And how the economics impacts their culture and sort of their view of the traditional life milestones, which we know are happening later and later.
Do you think there's a bit too much of people my age sort of saying, oh, these Gen Z people, get off my lawn, that kind of thing? They're not right. There's something wrong with them.
Well, I'm sure they said the same about the boomers when they were my age, too,
Precisely.
right? It happens to every generation.
Yes,
but, we're about to enter the labor market, and we're having a big impact to the economy. So it makes sense there's a lot of focus on Gen Z at the moment.
Back in the 1960s, we grew our hair long, and that was a real shock to the parental generation then. A real shock.
That's a trend maybe we should take up as well.
Mary Julia Koch, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.